Okay, skip ahead. Smaller text. Favor, detail, detail, detail. Skip to the end. String of symbols, tiny text. I don't think so. Okay. I don't want to... that. That. And over again, nothing I could think of. Let me go over the one by one, just to be sure. It says you needed to inflict pain on a helpless creature as a condition. Did you do that? I cast a minor cantrip at Ithias' rabbit familiar. How it ran. Did you receive a powerful magic item like it says in the contract? I discovered a tome of infernal spells at the foot of my bed. I can't even read infernal. Oh, it's... When did you fulfill this condition? It's fulfilled... It was the first condition I fulfilled since I thought it sounded the most harmless. Okay. Mischief's act. I made one of Ithias' potions explode in his face when he presented it to Galban. He'd been bragging about that potion for a week. Served him right. Increased skill in one area of endeavor. The following week I started noticing a change in my potion making. It soon began to come to me naturally. Pretty soon I had surpassed Ithias. Master Galban even complimented me one day on such a fine potion. Wow, and it only cost you your soul. That's right, what am I gonna do? When did you fulfill this? After the first... maybe a day or two later. Okay... Inflict pain on a helpless creature. Third. Cast an evil spell. Never cast an evil spell. As far as you do recall, you summoned me to answer your questions on the day Master Ithias discovered us talking, don't you? That's because all your other favors vanished, you cheat. Do you realize that summoning a Desmond of the 9 Hex would be considered evil in most circles, correct? Put it that way, I said, oh gods, I did cast an evil spell. I'm doomed. Get a hold of yourself. You see this wish of limited power mentioned in the contract? Wish? No, wait. I mean, I have a wish left. That would make sense. Should never sign that contract. Did it work? Doesn't look like it. Sort of used a wish at some point. Any idea when? It's worth a try. Where did you get back to the questioning? When did you fulfill this? Fish this one third, about a year after the first two. Okay, other favors. Grievously wound someone. The whole acid bath incident would do that for someone. Did you become more intelligent, as it said? Yeah, things became easier to put together and understand. Not that it helped, seeing as I spent that moment running onward, running for my life. I suppose I completed this one fifth, however long it was between summoning Ilsvar and Ithias finding us. Death of another. You didn't do that, did you? No, I never killed anyone, I swear it. Did you become more powerful? Maybe difficult to believe, but I wasn't always the fearsome wizard you see before you, you know. A few 10 days ago, so I was still an eager, inexperienced apprentice. Which means you received the reward. The question is, who did you kill? I've never seen a dead body, thanks be to Kevmore. He died of his wounds. Possible. I checked on myself before fleeing. While the acid was probably leave a lasting mark or 10, the wounds were not mortal. What about Galvin? Certainly didn't kill him. Although what happened was rather odd. He was advancing on me with casting a spell, the next he was gone. Was there anyone else in the area? Not that I saw. You know, I bet he killed him. Wait, did you make a wish? I didn't say it out loud. I wish my master would go away. I did not think it over at the time. In the contract that the third favor is a wish of limited power. Since Galvin attacked you, you summoned Elmer, you would have had a wish. Truly wish for his death? No. If you want to be technical about it, then no. That may be the key to this whole puzzle. I need to think for a bit. You! Her contract is null and void. You broke Bay's 2 law. Person filled all its conditions of the contract at his own volition, correct? What about the condition? What about the condition of the final favor? So you maintain that he killed his master, wished him dead, but Forrest didn't wish him dead. That his master would go away, not that he would die. You were the one who decided to interpret that wish as for his death. Suppose for a moment that you are correct. What does it matter? The wish was made, and here we are. Because by interpreting the wish in that manner, you forced him to fulfill the contract of condition of the last favor. Wait, I'm right, aren't I? I think all you want. You broke the law. It's null and void. Goodbye. Remember to smile on my face right now, too. Perfect. Yep, it's all gone. Broke the law is kind by making you complete one of the conditions in the contract. Yeah, you're welcome. Yep, see ya. La da 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 da. I'm smarter than a devil. That was fun. Though it took a while. Okay, I might have accidentally killed Sophia. But I'm going to side with Oku no matter what. And, the birdie lady. Bishop? Bishop! What are you doing? They're as thick with screams. They rise like a symphony under a dread gray sky. Each note a shriek of rage, a plea for mercy, or a moan of despair. Marcio Fine? Yep. Bishop was faithless. If you remember from his character sheet in the first game, he did not worship a god. And technically, the game is thinking that this character played through that game. Which he very well could have, but he didn't in this case because I made a new character. Your name is hoarse and distant, yet it cuts through the din of voices coming from the twisted but familiar form that lies embedded in the wall just ahead. Hello, Bishop. How are you doing?
The man you knew as Bishop lies encased in a quivering greenish mold. His limbs are twisted at odd angles, as if they are broken. His face, frozen in a grimace of pain, barely clears the surface of the wall, like the face of a drowning man gasping for air. His eyes meet yours, and you realize that all the color has drained from his hair and his flesh. One of his eyes is completely white and bulging.
Well, technically I did kill him and saw him die.
So you did. I made a stupid mistake. Threw in with the losing side. Gloat if you like. I would. If the tables were turned. So, no regrets? Nary a tear? That's good. Maybe you learned something from me after all.
Doesn't make me happy to see you like this, Bishop.
And just when I thought you changed for the better, you proved me wrong.
At once, the wall shudders, convulses. The twisted figures trapped within cry out as one as the entire wall shifts. Limbs shudder, bones crack, and the greenish mold expands, covering faces, eyes, and mouths. The smirk leaves Bishop's face, replaced for one naked moment by wide-eyed fear.
Can you hear it? In the screams. Underneath the screams. The reason you're here. They all know.
This is a dream.
No. Listen to the shrieks and the moans. It's not in the sounds themselves. It's in the pattern. Lurking in the echoes, hidden behind their words. They're infected with hope, waiting for the crusade to return.
Bishop's one good eye loses focus. It seems to look through you, beyond you. The screams and cries of the other souls become quieter, as if they are suddenly listening to his words.
It ended here. This wall. It hungers. It drains everything away.
What did it hear? The Betrayer's Crusade?
For a moment, Bishop's eye seems to clear. He looks at you, takes in your face, as if for the first time.
You. I saw you. Here. I saw you in the wall.
Are you certain?
No. It was someone else. You're a mask. Nothing but a mask.
The wall shudders again, and you hear a sickening crack as Bishop is drawn further back into the wall. Green mold rushes in to cover his face and bursts forth from his mouth in a noxious plume.
He's seen you. The god of the dead. They're coming. They're coming.
Horned Devil, Pit Fiend. What did I ever do to you guys, huh? Ouch. Stop it. You just dispelled my frickin' spell-absorbing skill. Why are you fighting me? I really need a stronger weapon if I'm going to be frickin' killing these guys. Quarterstaff plus 5 is not a stronger weapon. Plus 3, plus 2 strength. Plus 4. Well, I don't mind if you're not going to come and join in on the fighting over here. Don't mind at all. I need a summoning spell, I really do. But at least I can do this. Hey you, catch. I just cone of cold you. Actually, you resisted that pretty darn well. You shouldn't resist sonic damage. That's what I thought. Now you! Catch! Okay, you resisted that. I don't have Disjunction. You have Spell Mantle on, don't you? Now you don't. Although I don't know why you're not trying to fight me. But I don't care either. You, skeleton, go away. Ouch. Stone skin. I am not going to die to a fricking skeleton. There we go. Now die, you. Maximize. Why you're not fighting? I don't know. Maybe you... Oh, now you woke up. Maximize Ice Storm. Go! I win! You lose! Hey, Bishop.
The noxious green mold has closed over Bishop's face and head. One of his hands still protrudes from the wall, contorted around an object that lies half buried in a mold.
Try to pry the object free.
You dig into the mold around Bishop's hand. The surface is soft, feathery, like moss, but underneath it becomes firm, with hidden barbed edges capable of tearing flesh or holding it fast. At last, the object comes free. It is a piece of a mask, pale and maggot gray. It drinks in the light, as if hungering, but reflects none.
Mask fragment, Wall of Faithless.
Bishop has been almost completely absorbed into the wall. Only a faint outline of his body remains, buried beneath a feathery blanket of mold.
Sucks to be you, Bishop. Wall of the Faithless does not mess around. Okay, I'm starting to get seriously damaged here. Human Bard. I guess I have to free everyone. There's only one person in here. This is the... Okay, they're reusing assets here. This is the... where does it? Port Last? This is the tavern in Port Last. Looks exactly like it. Come to play Hex, have you? Hex? Hex is an entirely original game of my own creation, I'm proud to say. Tell me about this place. On the door when you came in, this, sir, is the Lonely Winch. Ironic name, if you ask me, since no women are allowed in here. Why not? They're allowed in order to keep the hags out. The hags. Horrible witches, as ugly as Avernus, they can disguise themselves. Avernus. It's the first layer of Heck, and by far the ugliest. Nothing but fire, imps, and mountain-sized pile of Tiamat droppings. My goodness. If I would have suffered, I'd never pick Avernus. Which would you pick? It's be Nessus, sir. The lowest layer of Heck, but it's first to me. Why? Asmodeus dwells, king of the 9 Hex. Fear of Asmodeus keeps most of the lesser devils away. You are doomed to the Hex, sir. It's not the major devils that will make you suffer. They have bigger things to do. It's the imps, the blasted imps. You mentioned playing Hex. I guess. A game of deduction, sir, inspired by the 9 Hexabator, Avernus, Dis, Marinus, Pleglos, Stiga, Malmern, I will think of 4 hex. You will have to admit 9 guesses to determine which I have in mind. If you get 1 and in the correct order, you have a devil. If you get to one of the hex correct but not in order, then you are a demon. Sounds similar to another game. I'm a notorious gambler and I've traveled to far and wide. Hex is something new and innovative. There's nothing else like it. Yeah, there is. Hex is unique. Could you repeat that? Never repeat myself. No it isn't. No it isn't. Stubbornly refusing to repeat himself. Darn.